With that being said, Complexity United map number 2 is upon us, and, well, no cars on this map, but it is going to be some trains, so we are going to see this one go live into the knife round. Complexity beat down eUnited 16-5 on Overpass just moments ago. Into the next matchup we will go. And this should be a pretty good one. This is going to be Complexity's map pick. They could be a swift 2-0 in favor of the Coles side. After that swift beatdown on map number 1, we'll see how it pans out into this knife round thus far. Got some backpedaling CTs right now. Davey finding first blood. Bombs getting planted. And so far, looking pretty good for the eUnited side. Pick off the CT spot. Maybe. Uber might have something to say about this. No. He will go down. Bomb is going to get planted as well. No, it's not denied! Davey's going to find that frag. eUnited going to win the knife round. They're going to opt to go onto the CT side for sure. And we'll see how potent the CT side of eUnited can be. Into the pistol round we go. eUnited CT side, J. Cruel, Mitch, Davey, Jonji, and Mainline facing off against Complexity's Surreal, Android, Desi, Def, and Uber. And we will see how things go. Starting things off, though, we will see 4 body armors and a kit on J. Cruel. Last time it was Davey who picked up the kit on the CT side of Overpass pistol round. It was a big denial over in that aspect the last time. Box hall control here for the Complexity side, 2 towards Ivy. It's going to be to draw out a fake. 4 players on the outside train yard here for the CT side of eUnited. Desi and Duff trying to harass as much as they can as that bomb inches ever so close in towards that B bomb site. Uber going to lead the charge, trying to entry his way in. Surreal also here in tow. The bomb on the back of Android. All of a sudden, for the side of eUnited, things have gone quiet. Harassment towards B, non-existent anymore. Or pardon me, towards Ivy, non-existent anymore. 1 player in Zid hallway. J. Cruel. Smokes out in towards this B bomb site. Flashbangs as well. They're going to just go ahead and push behind this. Android's going to jump his way into the bomb site and get that bomb down ASAP. Uber not getting spotted on high. Finally, the late reaction from Davies. Going to be notified that there is a player over there. Pushing forwards towards the sandwich of the sidewalk trains. We are going to see the 2 players, Uber and Davey, try to get aggressive behind us. There's the push in. There's a second one for Desi. Going to be looking for a little bit more. J. Cruel in the back line. It's going to be able to find one, traded immediately. 1 player lit. That's going to be Davey down to 12 HP. 1 player in the forward side by a 1G, and they're going to get onto the bomb site. Quickly dispatched of, though, and Complexity are going to take all the pistol rounds so far in this matchup. It has been a pistol night for them. 3-0 in pistol rounds so far, and we will see. What do they bring to the table for the T side? 2 AKs, a MAC-10, a UMP, and a Galil. So Uber opting to go for the lesser of the 2 rifles rather than the UMP. This is something that we actually had talked about last night when we watched Splice Play, where Rick's picking up a P90 in the second round of the game. Pretty much every single time that they want a pistol round, he would go onto a P90 as opposed to going onto a UMP. It's curious to see that decision making. Sure, it's got a little bit more firepower, I guess, but the mobility of a UMP is just absolutely ridiculous. Def, though, on Ivy, finds the MAC-10 headshot, and Uber will find one with the Galil, so he's making me eat my words. There's a crisp headshot. Clean lock, boys! Right to the face of Def. 1 on the backside of Pop Dog inside. Gonna be looking for the action. He's pushing up on sidewalk. Desi slow to react. J. Cole's going to find one, but Desi's going to clean up one outside. That's the Z connector rotator out. It's down to J. Cole in the back lines. Finds another nice headshot. Looking for more. Surreal and Desi versus 1. That's another nice headshot. It's all down to Desi, and he will eventually clean it up. Remember, Desi had that 3v1 clutch on Overpass that he had to win. Now it's going to be down to this 1 versus 1. Really nice round from J. Cruel there. He picks up 3 on the round in the grand total. And damn near clutches that round out for his team, but nice patience from Desi, waiting for him to walk back towards the site. So Complexity going to take the 2-0 lead, and they're going to get a refresher round right now, and ump 2 MAC-10s on the board. Going to be looking for the opening aggression outside. T-Con control being exercised by Desi. One player in sandwich, two pushed up close. Pop! Oh, Def! Oh, boy! Oh, my God. All right. Whew! Awkward! Desi, though, going to be able to double up. Surreal finds one through the edge of the E box, and they're going to get the bomb down outside. All the players staying alive, tapping those toes. Long-range spray down. Surreal's going to clap him in the face, and Davey hits the dirt. 3-0 start for compLexity, keeping 5 alive in that situation. Massive. Now the buy comes out. J. Cruel on the op. Main line going to go for the FAMAS instead of a UMP. Again, another argument that can be made. Before it used to be, would you go for a P90 or a FAMAS? Now the argument's being made, why would you buy anything other than a UMP? 3 meta 5 me. Mitch, though, finds Def trying to get out Olaf. It's going to be a good opening pick. They're going to boost up. Is main line watching for the boost, though? No. Nice pre-fire, though. Surreal. Dinged up, but Desi's going to get the return frag onto 4v4 we go. Quick push down towards Ivy. Desi's going to get forward control of that area. The bomb is in tow. 4 plays 4, but Surreal down to only 4 HP. And Mitch is going to be able to find Uber, so things getting even more difficult. Desi out Ivy, though. Going to find John G in the back. They bide their time. They do it well. J. Cruel, easy shot for him. Even I could have hit that shot. That's not saying much. Surreal trying to get up on top of the train. Spotted out. All comes down to just Android at Ivy. He's going to get taken down as well. So the first round on the board for eUnited. And again, it's shades of overpass all over again. It went up 3-0 for compLexity. eUnited were able to answer back. And then we started to see a couple of trades going back and forth. I believe it was like 5-1 or 4-1 at one point. And then eUnited were able to bring it back and get it to 4-4, 5-5, somewhere around there. So we'll see how that pans out going forward. Big buyout from compLexity. Going to have the AWP in the hands of Surreal. He's going to take it straight towards T-Con and look for this shot towards the backside train hitches, but the smoke is out. Good spam comes out, but Mainline throws his life away, getting too aggressive on the top side of Green Train. That is going to leave things into a dicey situation now for the CT side. A reset here would be detrimental to say the least. There goes the smoke out. Surreal spots J. Cruel, but J. Cruel is going to get away unscathed. Good idea from Mitch, but he gets walled down by Surreal's AWP. It's 2 on the board for him. Nice shot from J. Cruel, gets Desi on the cross. So they find 1 in return. Def coming around, doesn't spot out Davey, though, and Davey's going to get another one, so it's 2 for 2 now. Tit for tat so far in this one. compLexity is going to try to barge onto this inside bomb site. This is going to be risque, to say the least. One player on that ladder, that was Janji. He's going to have such a fast flank. This is dangerous right now. Surreal coming up. He's going to go down. Now they know that the flank is on. Flashbang down towards Pop Dog. That's a good flash. Fully blinded Android. He's going to go down as well as Davey cleans up Uber. That incendiary grenade doesn't do anything in the long run. That is going to be the defuse coming out. So eUnited going to pick up 2 in a row. So eUnited doing a good job on their past two gun rounds. Now we see the reset for compLexity. It's the first time in a long time that we've seen them have to save. They went 6-0 on their terrorist side on overpass. Going to try to shut this one down. We did see them win a cheeky eco round when they were CT on overpass earlier. Good nade in towards the connector side. That's going to put some damage out. The double op setup now raining terror from the CT side. Janji on bomb train looking for this peek around, and the Android's going to oblige as he just crab walks on out. Other players made his way out, but J. Cruel, these ops doing work right now. Deagle picked up, another op frag. Mitch going to find it. Desi, your last man standing, your lone survivor for the time being. Here's the scope come out. But that player's actually in T-Con right now. Deep T-Con. Very tricky angle for Desi to try and deal with coming around the corner. This is a little bit more of a... Okay, back to the tricky angle. Desi. Okay. The Ops doing a brunt of the work. Mitch picking up 3. 1 for J. Cruel. Janji with an NS in the chat. That was a pretty sick shot from Desi, to say the least. I'm assuming that spam there was for a player hiding in that corner. Have to go back around and see. So he shot right here. Yeah. Interesting. Didn't know you could actually spam that. AWP inside. Met by his own AWP, and Surreal's going to find opening blood this time for compLexity, see if they can answer the call this time around, because last time that they got the mid advantage, they squandered it. Davies going to take up the position in the box halls where his comrade fell, but there's no pressure over there anymore. One player down in the ladder room. J. Cruel with the AWP shot. Surreal going to answer the call. Picks up one, but Janji over here in Pop Dog is going to be able to be a little bit of a nuisance. Drops out an incendiary. That's going to burn him down a little bit. J. Cruel, though, trying to stay alive on the back of the green train. Jumps out around the corner off of the ladder. Still trying to stay alive. Still somehow alive. Still somehow alive. Finally traded out, but Janji's got himself out in front of Pop Dog, and now we're down to a 2 versus 2. Barely missing the timing on that flank play, but Surreal's going to lock it in. He's going to be looking for Davey to come around from the back lines. Is he going to hold this angle for long enough? Davey right around the corner. Bomb is going to get out towards that E-box area, but they haven't pushed in just yet. Now Surreal finally backing off. Def looking for the ladder room flank, but it's going to be Davey here in T-Con. Surreal's looking for it, and he will find it. Goes back and checks. 4 frags for Surreal on the round, and compLexity are going to do some damage to the economy of eUnited. Now, they can reinvest. It's not going to be the best-looking buy. J. Cruel can go on the op, or he can drop an M4 for a teammate. Gun can get dropped off of Davey, but they're going to opt to go for the save here. Mitch going to pick up a scout, try to do some work with it. J. Cruel and everybody on to body armor. He's going to pick up the head armor. We'll see what they can do. Fast posturing in towards this inner lower ramp. Good flashbang comes out, completely blinds them. They're going to stalemate here for a second, but 2 kills come out simultaneously, and the bomb is nice and neatly presented at their feet. Not sure why they continue to push behind this, because they had full bomb control and the 2-man advantage, but they're going to give it up. 3 players go down in that boxed hallway. Mainline aggressive towards the flank, and Surreal is just waiting for it. It's like Jaws. And he misses the shot anyway. Wop, 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 wop. Mainline really with nowhere to go in this situation, though. It's really tricky for him to be able to get out from this position. He's just going to try to waste as much time as he possibly can. Finally, Mainline going to present himself as a target, and he's going to go down. Mitch going to be your last man standing. I believe they heard him rattle off a couple of shots inside, but I believe that they're just going to go ahead and push outside. Spots the head, not able to find the shot, switches to the USP and Def, sloppy spray. Now Surreal in danger of going down. They've got to account for the player coming around from the back lines, but Desi gets heard. Desi will finish things off with the Galil, and that is going to be another round for compLexity, but a little bit sloppy there towards the end, and they throw away a couple of extra guns and some dollary dues going into this next round. 8 rounds now behind us, 9th upon us, and we will be seeing the buyout from the United side. Mitch buying up the body armor, and the scout last round is going to have to be on a UMP this time around, so maybe a little too much investment out of that CT side the last time. Def, he's on a MAC-10, so he might actually be misreading this situation completely. We'll see how it goes. EWP and Connector are going to be looking for that aggression. J. Cruel damn near hit that shot on Desi and T-Con, too. compLexity slowing things down to a halt. Not a lick of damage on anybody just yet. Waiting to see where the execute goes. They are going to set up some smokes outside. Incendiary to T-Con, but it's going to get there late, and Janji's been spotted as well. Def going to come out in front of this one. Android's going to go down, though. Def is going to find one. Uber onto a second one. Uber trying to adjust, but it's Mitch close quarters towards T-Con to find two, leaving Surreal alone, trying to go through that smoke, and he's going to meet his demise. AWP salvaged and brought over. So a fourth round on the board now for eUnited, but compLexity still in the wheelhouse, 5-4. T-Con hold from J. Kroll was aggressive behind it. It's going to be an eco round for compLexity. The money's dried up. The well is empty. Bone dry. Double op set up again here for the CT side. It worked out real well for him the last time. We'll see if it pans out for him this time. Ivy push. Opening pick. J. Kroll looking for the one inner upper. Desi might present himself a target. He's going to get clipped. Now the push comes. J. Kroll's going to hit a second one. Looking for a third. He's going to get that one as well. Android going for the plant. Mission accomplished. Bomb does get planted. Cleaned up. 5 alive here for eUnited. But that extra money bonus from the bomb getting planted for compLexity means a bigger buy into the next gun round. So all tied up after 10 rounds. Looking to send this one into the second half is a pretty close margin, to say the least. But eUnited doing a better job this time around than they did on Overpass, which again was their map pick. Pause comes out from eUnited. This is curious. Wonder if this is tactical or technical. Nobody's asked the question yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Tactical, okay. This is interesting. This is something that they were actually talking about at the Katowice desk, is you get timeouts, right? So why not utilize them when you get the opportunity? You know what I mean? Even if you're winning rounds, it's sometimes nice to just call a timeout, take a breather, relax, quell the excitement for a second, go back to business. When you're losing, it's an opportunity for you to reset, clear your heads, get yourself back into the game, and start chipping away at the round difference. So I don't have anything bad to say about taking a timeout, especially when you've won a couple of rounds in a row. Yeah, that's 2 rounds. You can see how it's kind of split down, 3-3, 2-2. We'll probably see compLexity win this round and then eUnited win the round after it if the pattern continues. So live again we go. Davy's going to be playing inside with the M4 Solo Dolo. They're going to have 2 AWPs on the outside train yard. J. Kroll going to go back in towards the Z connector. Mitch is down Ivy with an AWP smoke early presence noted. He's going to be playing around that smoke though. He's looking for this boost up on top of the dumpster outside of long. Not going to find it though. So he's going to switch his position up, come back over towards this A bomb site, and see if he can't find anything down there in the T connector. Nothing home. Bomb is looking to go inside, and J. Kroll's going to get the... Was that a boost play? Missed it because of the camera being on the wrong player, like a doofus, but he's going to be able to find one in the back of the site, and there you go. Another one hits the dirt. Navy's going to go down. Quick peek from Def is going to net himself a headshot. Now that B bomb site is compromised heavily. Decent damage being dealt onto the terrorist side, but it doesn't make much of a difference. John G in the back line is going to go blow for blow with Def and win that battle. Switches over to the AWP, and they might just save these 2 ops into the next round. Money not good for eUnited at all. 2 players with a decent economy, but the rest of them are going to be in a pretty sorry state. So 4 alive for compLexity. 3 alive for compLexity. And they're going to do wonders for their economy right there. You could see that they were in a tough spot. They're going to have 2 rebuys into this round, so you're going to see 2 low money buys. But even with that being said, things going to look on the up and up. Because they were able to save those 2 AWPs over, they're going to reinvest on the CT side of eUnited. They had decent money left. And if my pattern theory holds true, this will be eUnited picking up this round. So prepare yourselves. Close proximity, John G down there in the ladder room, pop dog area, looking for the opening pick. But again, it looks like complexity is going to be going towards that B bomb site wholeheartedly. Incendiary looking like it was going to get primed to get thrown down there, but thinks wisely of saving that for a possible post-plant position. They do have 4 incendiary grenades on the complexity side, and it will be a hit inside. Here comes the push, 1 on the backside of the site. Davey can't land the shot, and Def will take him down. Nice entries here from the complexity side. 2 rounds in a row. Incendiary goes to the backside of the bomb site, but they are going to smoke put that out, and now they're going to continue to push forward. Desi's going to be able to clap the second head of the round. John G goes down. Mitch trying to get a high angle here with the AWP, looking for it, but Def hunkered down in the smoke, yet to get a frag on the board, and there it is, coming out through the smoke. Holy flash, Def's going to find one, Uber finds another, and now J. Cruel all of a sudden on 18 HP is going to be the last man standing and very alone in Z hallway. So complexity going to pick up a 7th round here, and they've blown my theory to crap. They're going to go heavy on the hunt here, too. They've got a decent amount of money built up after the last couple of rounds, and now they know, with that smoke going out on Ivy, that J. Cruel is going to be playing behind it. Trying to get out in front of this one. There's one player, and it doesn't matter. Def is going to hit the shot. Nicely done. 2 big entries onto that B bomb site and the finale. 11 and 8 is Def right now. Desi is sitting at 14 and 7. And I didn't even notice the fact that Android is 0, 4, and 10, but Complexity has 7 rounds. Designated bomb planner, it seems, because he's got more points than the players that are, than Uber, who's 4, 1, and 9 right now. So he's been doing all the bomb planning. See another save out from eUnited. The money's dried up after losing 2 rounds in a row. They're going to go into the pistols. We'll see what they can do. But it is now 2 rounds, the difference in complexity. Back into the driver's seat, looking to put this one down. And take this series 2-0. There's the opening pick. Android's on the board, boys! Well played, good sir. Gonna push forward, try to seek out those eco frags. Let's follow his POV. He's gonna get a second one, and he's dead. All right, so that's good. Davy's gonna be able to come back around, but now all of a sudden, Davy being the last man alive in a 1 versus 4, but Android has gotten 200% of his kills in this 1 round. Davy the lone wolf. See what he can do behind this one, pushing aggressively. Are they watching the bomb plant? They are. Spots the toes, but he was pinched anyway. Def's going to find the headshot. That's going to be an 8-5 scoreline. In complexity, they're starting to sniff double digits again. They were able to get 10-5 on the CT side of Overpass earlier, and then just cruise to victor on their T side. If they can do that 10-5 scoreline again and then go onto the CT side of Train, things will be looking pretty good for him. I did say 200% of his kills. His kills went up by an infinite amount. J. Cruel going to find the opening pick on an Android. We'll see how things pan out now for the rest of complexity. Close quarters. Uber's gotten himself in the back lines here. Not ready for a second player on top of the Train, but he's going to find John G. Finally dealt with, leaving Surreal in a 1v3. Still manageable for the big guy with the big green gun. Going to walk forward, grab that bomb. The thing that he doesn't realize is that this is happening. Mitch in the back lines. Davey is going to be over on the other side. I'm well aware, Alex Jacko. I'm well aware. But I thank you for your maths. Smoke goes out. Plant will come in. Will he be able to get it down, though? Yes. And he escapes onto the bomb train as well, trying to pop a shot out. Going to get spotted, not able to land the shots. Nade comes out. There's one for Surreal. Trying to duck down into the smoke, but too many people shooting at him from too many angles, and eUnited are going to get a 6th round on the board. That is going to take it to an 8-6 scoreline, still favoring the Complexity Syndicate. The bye this time around is actually going to be slightly weaker for eUnited based off of the fact that they lost so much in that last round. They did salvage a double-up setup, to say the least, but they are going to be on a UMP. They do have... Well, the buy actually isn't that bad, to be honest with you. They've got a full count of nades on every single player. They've got 5.7s on 2, P250 on another. So even their secondary pistols have been upgraded into this final round of the half. 4 AKs and an AWP here for the T side. Are they going to drop down and ladder? Desi's going to try his hand. He's going to meet his demise, but a nade's going to take out mainline on the opposite side of the map. So the 1-for-1 trade comes out. 4-on-4 situation. John G still trying to play over towards Pop Dog's side, but they're going to fall back from Ivy. Sent 4 players over there at the beginning of the round. Still looking for some aggression to come around the corners, but it is going to be the op shots rattling off. Surreal finds himself out towards Olaf. This flank play, though, smart. Well played from John G. Utilizing those smokes to try and duck and dodge around the corner. Davey gets mollied out of position. He's going to fall back in towards the site. Didn't take the shot towards Uber. Didn't want to burn alive. Mitch, though, outside, manages to find Def. So they're going to double up their man count right now. eUnited with a 4-2 score, or 4-2 man. I don't even know what the hell I'm trying to say. Man advantage is 2 for eUnited. Nice shot from Mitch. Did he even get off the ladder? Or did he just hit? Did he just hit that shot while he was on the ladder? 1Gs. I believe he did. Yeah, he even admits, yeah, that was a full ladder shot. Into the second half we go, though. 1 round the difference, 8-7. compLexity in the lead, though. Opportunities abound for both sides. Saw a strong T-side half from compLexity. Can they shut things down going into the second half of this matchup? 14 kills for both Desi and Def. 13 for Surreal. Lagging behind a little bit is Uber. And only 2, 4, and 13 for Android. So he had a bit of a troublesome half. Uber, though, going to open up. Uber and Def wrecking house over here towards Ivy. They go 4 for 4. Pistol round victories on the compLexity side. Once again, doing some work. Android able to double his kill count in that last round, up to 4 kills now, and things looking good for compLexity. Double Molotov in towards connector. Fast posturing from mainline down towards Ivy, but Uber is over here. Now Uber is dead. 1 dig to the face. Android finds first blood, though. Mitch goes down, but John G finds another Deagle headshot. Things are going to hell in a handbasket real quick for the compLexity side if they can't manage to stop dying to Deagles. This happened to them the other night as well, where they lost the Deagle Eco round. Surreal up close and personal underneath of the ladder outside. UMP going to try to do a little bit of damage. He's got to watch his 6 because there is a flank coming out. J. Kroll's there, but Android's going to double up again. Getting another 50% boost to his kill count. Before dying. A horrible death to a Desert Eagle bullet. 2 versus 1, though. This is manageable for mainline. He's picked up 2 Deagle headshots so far, and he's got an ump in his hands. He does have the bomb on his back. The only thing that's really holding him back from winning this wholeheartedly, or having a superb chance into this, is the fact that he doesn't have any armor. And both of the CTs are real close to him on the outside train yard, so he is going to go down ultimately at the end of that round. 10-7 for compLexity now. But the struggles were abound. Really nice shots there from the eUnited side, trying to battle back into this one. 2 MP9s and 3 UMPs. They're trying to farm as much money as possible. compLexity this round. 4 Deagles on the board again for eUnited, trying to do the damage. Fast push towards inside. Nade's going to go out. That's going to do some heavy damage. They line up. There's 1. Long extended spray, but already up the ladder is Android. He's got the fast flank. That's 2 for him. Looking for a 3rd. Not going to find it. Denied by Desi. It was actually 2 kills for Desi that round, 2 for Android. And he gets another 25% bonus to, or pardon me, he's actually up to 9 kills now. Look out. Android is caught up to Uber. He's starting to, heat up here in the second half, catching up to some of his teammates. So an 11-7 scoreline. Big buy comes out from eUnited. What are they going to bring to the table this time around? Double up setup on the CT side. The Brits are going to have those guns. Surreal and Def with the big greens. Close quarters on that lower inner ramp. Surreal. Going to try to do what he can. Nobody's going to be coming a knocking just yet. Good nade in towards T-Con. Does no damage at all. Spots J. Cruel jumping across from the palletized side. Davy's going to take a quick peek. He's going to get spotted and taken down. And now they also know where J. Cruel is. So this round not looking too fantastic to start off. John G going to try to do some work, but J. Cruel coming out from T-Con's going to get taken down by Android, who's really started to heat up going into the second half. One player snuck out to the back lines of Ivy. Main line. His presence is known, though. Trying to get out here. John G finally loses his life inside. Good dink comes out from Uber, cleaned up by Android, leaving Mitch 1 versus 4. Does he close range here on T-Con? He's going to hit the headshot as well, and that's going to put it 12-7. And after the last map, we saw compLexity 10-5 scoreline going through that opening half. And it just poured on the heat and closed out the match 16-5. We got 8-7 in the half here, and compLexity picking up the run. Really look to start putting the pressure on eUnited. Wait, did something happen to my microphone? Hello? My bad, boys. Hopefully that fixed it. If not, just keep screaming in chat. Uber, Def, and Uber again. Going to be able to find some kills outside, leaving J. Cruel all by his lonesome. 1 versus 4 with only, or 1 versus 5 with only 18 HP. He's going to walk right into the spam. Much better? Okay. Thank you, guys. I don't know what happened. I adjusted my microphone stand and it must have wiggled the wire that was in my microphone or something and it came loose. Not really sure what that was, but we should be good. Joke's on you. I was actually summoning Satan. Back into the big buy. Def aggressive inside. J. Cruel's got the high angle. We saw that same sort of transaction transpire in the opening half, but it was between Surreal and J. Cruel on that inner area, and Surreal won that aim duel as well. Desi going to go down inside, trying to peek out. John G's going to be able to take him down, and this is the first good-looking round that eUnited has had in this half, but already on the flank, 1 kill comes out. Android cleaned up by Mitch, though, watching the high ground. He's going to pick up the AWP and look to punish a little bit here, but Uber and Surreal are going to be back around the backside. Not really showing their hand to go for this one. Davy's gotten himself in towards Z hallway. He's going to go around towards Old Bomb. Does he think that they're still in CT? He's going to look for this. Uber's there around the corner. He's going to find the headshot on him, take him down. Last man standing, Surreal down there at CT. He's going to get flushed out, pushed back. Surreal will survive, though. Carry that AWP over for the next round, and we will see the buy down from compLexity. So eUnited able to find one more round here. 13-8 scoreline. Area in towards T-Con. 2 over in that area to be exact. Flashbang as well. A little bit of splash damage onto J. Cruel. Gonna be down to 82 HP to start this round out. Close quarters by Android. Does he peek in? Shadow spotted. Goes for the white peek. He falls. Def is going to go down to J. Cruel as well. So a good opening gambit here for the United side. kind of return are they going to have? Mainline at Ivy. Spots the head of Surreal, takes it off his shoulders. It's going to go 2 versus 5 now. So eUnited, their backs against the wall. Down but not out. Still looking for some more. John G finally able to open up that B-bomb site wholeheartedly, leaving Uber by himself. Mainline trying to come out. Ivy is going to get caught out, but now they're going on the hunt here. Uber picking up the AWP. $7,700 on Surreal. $3,000 on Desi. There is some potential for a possible buyout if compLexity are able to hang on to this off, but that's the big if, because they're pinching on multiple angles. Uber's going to get tagged up, tries to go for the AWP shot, and Davey will clean him up on the repeat. So no AWP carried over. We should see a pistol save out of the compLexity side. I mean, Surreal could technically drop 2 people, but he's going to throw some CZs down for his team. How disheartening is that for you guys? If you're playing like a matchmaking game, right? You guys get to the point where you have to save one. You got a guy with a high bank on your team. You're playing CT, even on T side. And instead of having a Tech 9 or a 5.7, the guy's got a CZ in his loadout. And you just die inside a little bit. Android backside hitches. Going to be looking for some damage here, but it's Davey through the smoke to find one. Mainline to find a second. Mitch on the board with 2 himself. Desi was able to find Janji before he goes down, and it's all down to Uber in the blink of an eye. Did push down the Ivy lane, looking for the backstab, but he's going to opt to go around a different angle now. Well, Shane, I only use matchmaking as a point of context because I'd say 99.9% of the players in the world who play CS have probably joined a matchmake at one point or another. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the CZ. I'm just saying that in the grand scheme of things, the 5.7 and the Tech 9 are a superior pistol. So, double digits acquired for eUnited, 10 rounds on the board, 13 to 10. I mean, it's all personal preference when it comes to pistols anyway, but for me, personally, I find the Tech 9 and the 5.7 to be superior to the CZ. Fast push towards outside. Janji already out towards Sandwich. He's going to push on forward, and he's going to get killed by Android. However, the push is coming towards the inside train yard. They are going to have a stalwart defense right now. Taking a peek, Desi, but it's Surreal to find one. Desi's going to be able to drop the bomb carrier. Davey, he's on the backside of that site, but it is going to come down to mainline, opening things back up. 2 big kills for him. Still looking for more. Uber at the backside of the tanker train, but they are going to get the bomb plant. Forward position for mainline, trying to do everything in his power to hold these CTs at bay. Flashbang through. Uber dodges it. He's going to clean one up. Now it's going to be down to Davey. 1 versus 3. Manages to find one. Looking for a little bit more. Not able to line up on Def, and the double up setup prevails. compLexity going to make their way to a 14 to 10 scoreline. Caster swears all the time. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. 4 rounds the difference. compLexity in the driver's seat once again. Going to be looking to push on forward. See what kind of lockdown we can see. UMP in the hands of Android. The buy is not that substantial here from the CT side. They do have a full nade count, double up setup on the board. 2 M4s, but the UMP for Android. And he's the one that's been getting aggressive on the outside train yard. Incendiary a little bit shallow towards T-Con, but the push is going to be aggressive towards outside. Flashbang towards Pop Dog. Surreal is going to be over here. The smokes come out. Nice adjustment on the aim, and Davey is going to find the head of Uber. Takes him down. Android going to come back around and play old hell. The early posturing of aggression towards outside, and now they're going to start to fall back from it. Push is going to come inside. It's all going to be down to Desi once again. Incendiary goes out. Flashbang's on the board as well. J. Cruel right on the other side. Finds a little bit of a one-way in that smoke. But Desi able to find two. Def is there to back him up as well. Beautiful shot, but simultaneously two players go down and it's Android on and off. That was crazy that Def was able to find that frag. Mitch taking a peek out on the top side of that blue train, Pop Dog side. He is going to jump his way across. John G behind the smoke. Android hasn't given up his position just yet. Bomb finally planted on the outside, on the back side of the bomb train. John G's going to spot him. Android's going to take the jump. A little risky for my taste, but eUnited's going to find their way to an 11th round, and that's the reset for complexity. So they're going to be very limited on their money. So they're going to go back onto the pistols. Deagle, CZ, two P250s, and Android staying... Well, I thought he was going to stay on the USP, but he goes for the Deagle anyway. eUnited with a grand opportunity here to chip away at this lead a little bit more. 14-11 should be a 14-12 after all is said and done. Let's check the money here on the CT side. $900 on Android. This might be double save territory for complexity. Def, though, opening shot. Spots out mainline, finds him. Davey, right around the corner, is going to get the angle and find the shot onto Android, so the trade comes back out 2 for 1. Up on top, Surreal. P250 in hand, going to try to do what he can, but the long range from Uber on the backside of the train hitch. Spots one in T-Con. Very passive play from eUnited right now. They don't want to give anything away. Surreal still trying to take this fight. Back and forth. Davey eventually will get himself out of there. The bomb is going to start to rotate in towards the B bomb site. Are they going to rotate any CTs inside? Yes, 2 of them. We've still got an opportunity to get pretty far up in towards that bomb site before that bomb transfers in. Surreal is going to get himself to the backside of Pop Dog. One player playing over towards the oil tanker. That's going to be Desi up on top. And Uber is going to join him on sidewalk as well. So very forward positions here from the CT side. Playing right behind the smoke. Desi, though, spammed up. Pardon me, Uber spammed up. Desi going to do what he can here in a 1v3 with just a Deagle. Does manage to pick up an AK, but tagged up and knocked down. Janji's going to find it. It goes 14-12. This is the double save from complexity. Not going to invest too much into this round. 2 Deagles picked up in a 5-7. Desi's not picking anything up just yet. So it's 4 Deagles and a 5-7 here for complexity. Close matchup now. After the blowout, that was overpass. All right. J. Cruel walked into that one. That was his own fault. Nice shot from Android through the smoke. Finds the head of J. Cruel outside. Close quarters, Uber's going to go down. He's not going to be too effective from that angle, and now they've got Surreal over towards Hell to try and do a little bit of damage. Things going to crawl to a halt. eUnited don't want to give too much else away. They've already lost the op at the beginning of the round. They did get the favorable trade back, and now Def, aggressive inside the box halls, could flank out this player in ladder room. That's Mitch that's down there. Mitch going to start to work his way back up. He's going to go down. Nobody else in ladder room, but there's nobody there for the trade either, so an AK picked up for the CT side. Not like this. Complexity. Flashbang comes out around the corner. Desi's going to hear all the footsteps. 3 players incurring onto this inside or onto this outside bomb site. Android going to be able to find one. He's going to go down though. Janji's going to be there, but Desi comes in and finds a second. Eventually traded out. Now it's all down to Def in a 1 versus 2. Spots out the feet of one. Not able to get the aim right, and Davey will find it. So eUnited able to bring that one back, and we are going to go 14-13. This is the big buy from complexity, the last hurrah. If they lose this round, then they're going to have another save on the board, and eUnited's going to get a crack at getting up to map point before all is said and done. So this is going to be really tough. AWP for Surreal for M4s. It's been a T-sided affair thus far on this map. Both sides putting in work on their T-halves. Halves. Def gonna go down. That's gonna be, or pardon me, Davey gonna go down. That's Def picking up the kill. Read that kill feed backward. The Lex Dixia is kicking in. Push in towards the inside train though. Desi again playing this angle on the back lines, but Surreal is gonna be there to support. M4 towards T-Con, close quarters. John G finds Desi, again traded by Surreal. His up has been on point throughout the series thus far. On high, J. Kroll gonna look for it. Surreal's gonna give up his life though. Down into a 3 versus 2. Still possibilities. Def is on the flank. Easy shot for J. Kroll. Uber exposed. Now it's going to be real tough here for the remaining 2 CTs to get back into this one. J. Kroll on the high ground. Tucked away around the corner. Not going to get spotted here by Def, but Def is infiltrating the back lines. Smoke going to go out on towards the bomb. J. Kroll up on the high ground. Flashbang into his face. Nade as well. Followed up. Def is going to find the frag. 2 for him. And compLexity are going to get up to map match and series point. Now the money on the terrorist side is perfectly fine. And the op gets salvaged onto Def's back for Surreal next round. But the big thing about this is the money on the T side. They can keep the pressure up. A reset here for compLexity. Again, that would mean pretty much, for the most part, pretty much guaranteed overtime. But we'll see. This time it's going to be Surreal boosted on ticket booth towards Z. Nobody tempting the fates just yet from that area. T-Con, Davies going to be there by his lonesome. They've got 2 players outside watching for that Ivy push. That's something that we haven't really seen too much in this game is aggression towards Ivy. Mitch did it once with an op when they were on their CT side and managed to find a headshot from that angle. Incendiary and smoke exchange over towards the Ivy hallway. No big amount of pressure just yet. J. Kroll has been taken down to 53. I believe that was a grenade down Ivy lane. But this is going to be tremendous to say the least. Desi inside is joined with Surreal. But Davey, opening pick. Main line finds one onto Uber. The hit's going to be coming towards outside. The rotation's got to be swift. Surreal coming around from the back lines. He's not going to get challenged just yet from the back of Ivy, and that Molotov is actually going to allow him to push up forward. He's going to get spotted. Surreal finds the shot onto 1. Mitch hits the deck. Now coming around to the backside of the Ivy lane. That is going to be Surreal trying to pop a shot around the corner, but it is going to be Android on the site. What can he do from this position? He has to go big. Getting pinched on by multiple angles. He's going to find the bomb carrier. That's going to be 19 seconds on the clock, and the bomb presented by hand right to his face. J. Kroll able to find one, but they are going to start wrapping. There's another one for Android. He's going to have to be the hero of the round. Wrapping around to the backside of the bomb train. Finds a third. Can he close out the round now? It's all down to Davey. That nade could do it. Comes around and tips him down to 4 HP. He's still sitting up on top of the bomb train at the default position. 1 versus 1 situation. 4 HP for Davey. All he needs to do is just sniff him and he'll fall over. Ring around the rosy. They're both going for the same play. There it is! Android's going to find it. The defuse comes out. Huge 4K on a hero play from Android. And compLexity are going to take the series in a 2-0 fashion. 16-5, 16-13. GG.